Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. My name is Adam. We just dropped Sherri off at work this morning. On the way, we stopped and got coffee. Of course we did. And now, I am hungry. And I'm going to one of my very favorite places in town. This is a place called the White Spot Cafe. It has been here in Anchorage since 1959. It is just a small little diner downtown. There's not a ton of space inside, only a few tables, but you guys, the food here is so good. So this is what the inside of the White Spot looks like. You can see there's like this long bar up there you can sit at. It's where I normally sit, but it's obviously closed off because of COVID stuff. So there's a few tables here. It's not very huge. There's always like 2 employees working here, and this is what the menu looks like. In the afternoon, they're known for their burgers and sandwiches and stuff. And then for breakfast, obviously, lots of traditional breakfast stuff. Breakfast on keto is pretty easy because you can always do like eggs and meat sort of things. Just skip the toast and potatoes. But I'm actually thinking about an omelet this morning. That reindeer sausage omelet with onions, peppers, and cheese looks awesome. The Denver omelet, one of my favorites. Breakfast was just delivered. I got the Denver omelet with a side of bacon. You can see the omelet made with eggs. Got some cheese in there. Excited for this. Let's cut this bad boy open, see what it looks like inside. Oh, heck yes. This is such an Alaskan coaster. Hilarious. Breakfast is done. It was absolutely delicious. Totally hit the spot. I also always like visiting the White Spot. It's just one of those like classic Anchorage diner type places. There's nothing special or fancy about it. It's just like good, simple breakfast food. They also have one of the best burgers in Anchorage, but for me, it's more of a breakfast spot than a lunch spot. So the White Spot hit the spot this morning. And just like that, for me, work is over for the day. It's always weird to vlog during the day, like when you're working. So didn't pick you guys up at all today. Sorry about that. But I am going to pick up Sherri Beth right now from work. Let's see how her day was. Look who's here. Hi, Sherri.
Hi.
How was work? Scale of 1 to 10.
6.5.
That's not very good.
It's decent.
7? A 6.5? What if you scored a 65% on a test? Which I did many, many times. That was most of my high school experience.
It was fine. I got a bunch of work done.
A 6.5? Man, I'm at like an 8, and I would just say that's like an okay day.
Okay.
But where would you say you are normally? On a scale of 1 to 10, you're just normally at a...
Probably normally at like a 6.5.
See, I'm normally at an 8. Like just generally in life, I would say I'm normally at an 8. So
when work is involved, it lowers. It brings the day down a little bit.
I think I'm always just at an 8.
Yeah.
Like that's just kind of me. So clearly we have different scales.
Yep.
Well, we have one thing to do before we head home. However, we have a little bit of time before we have to be there. So we decided to stop at Kaladi Brothers, local coffee shop, and get some coffee also. They still have up their Christmas stuff. Kind of love that. In case you were wondering, yes, we also still have up our Christmas stuff. You can see the sunset happening over there. The sky starting to change color. Very pretty.
And some of you might be interested in this. This is one of our local COVID test sites. There's a number of free testing sites for Alaskans here around Anchorage, and this is one of them.
There were only a few cars in the line there, but I have seen that line like all the way like so far back. I mean, dozens and dozens and dozens of cars have been in that line at times. So honestly, that's very, very few. And I'm pretty sure they only do, like they don't do the antibody test there. I think they just do like the COVID tests, but it is nice that it's free. So you can just like drive up, there's no appointment needed, there's no like doctor referral needed, just drive up and take a test. And that's one of the things, I know maybe a little bit different about Alaska because I've heard some people talk about, sorry, I'm parking the car so we're safe. Hold on, let me see the camera. I know some places are different. Here in Alaska, they've been encouraging people, like everybody, to get tested. At one point, they basically said whether you feel like you have symptoms or not.
They were encouraging every person from Anchorage to get a test.
Yep, they're like, every person, just go get tested. Even if you don't feel like you have symptoms, go get tested. And so I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but it seems like maybe we don't have, like there's no shortage of tests here, because again, all of the free testing sites are still open. They're still encouraging people to go get tested. And actually it's nice, it's convenient for us because this is one of the parking lots where I actually have an office in this building. And so like coming to work every day, you can kind of tell it's like, oh, there's a lot of people getting tested today, or it's like, nope, very low testing day. Yeah. So you can kind of tell based on the line of cars at the free COVID test site. Sherri Beth, where did we just pull up to?
My tanning place.
Why?
because I am still tanning because my skin is not completely healed yet. It's much better, but it's not completely healed.
A lot of you guys have been asking how Sherri's doing. You guys know in December she had a huge skin flare up that lasted like the whole month.
Yep.
And it was just miserable.
Yep.
You are, I will say, not only does it look like your skin's mostly better, I don't know that I've seen your skin this clear, like, of stuff in years.
Yeah, years and years, yeah.
So that's good.
It's great.
Tanning helps Sherri, so we're still going tanning. I also wanted to give you guys an update on our keto journey. We are a few days into keto now, and Sherri Beth, how is it going?
I think it's going pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any road bumps or hiccups so far?
I don't think so. I think the only thing is just like I've kind of had a sweet tooth, which we cured last night because we made the keto fat bombs.
We made them in one of our vlogs when we did keto the first time. It's a recipe we found online, and it's so good.
It's so good.
It tastes just like cookie dough.
Yeah.
And
it cures like the sweet tooth thing that I was just kind of struggling with. So
sweet tooth is the thing on keto that I wrestle with the most because I love sweets, and there's just so few like real good keto sweets.
Yeah.
And so these fat bombs are amazing. Again, just tastes like you're eating cookie dough. How are you feeling? Any difference yet? I mean, we're only a few days in.
Yeah, we're only a few days in, so I don't really notice anything yet.
I feel like my energy is up, but I don't know if that's just because I'm excited because it's first of the year and I've just been in a good mood lately.
Going into work.
Been going into the office, which I've been freaking loving. Yeah. And so I don't know. The other update I want to give you guys, speaking of going into the office, Sherri, you've been back in the office this week for the first time since when?
Like November 13th. I think, according to my calendar.
Sherri went back to the office?
I have like a daily calendar, and when I went in on Monday, it was still on November 13th, which means that I haven't been in the office since November 13th.
Sherri texted me a photo. She's like, well, I guess this was the last day I went into the office. How is it going for you?
It's going okay. I like the people that I work with, which is nice, so it's fun to like see them and not just like talk to them over Microsoft Teams. But I'm exhausted. I have to get up like almost 2 hours earlier than I do when I just work from home because I have to shower and I have to make myself presentable and I have to drive half an hour to work. And so it's just, I'm tired.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, am so freaking excited. I have been loving going into the office. I don't know, I was telling Sherri, I don't know what it was, but I walked into the office on Monday, I think it was. And just like walking through the office doors, I just had the like overcome with joy is the best way I could put it. I was just so happy and my outlook on the whole year changed. And I think that for me, it's that there's something that feels pre-COVID normal about that whole routine. And so getting back to that routine, because remember, I haven't been in the office. Like we closed our office basically in March.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So you really haven't been in the office, and I had 5 weeks at home in like the end of March and April, and then we went back at the beginning of May. And I was kind of intermittently in the office, but mostly in the office since May. So
yeah, so I'm loving being in the office.
It was sort of just normal for me. We just have to like wear masks and wash our hands more often.
Yeah. So for me, it feels normal. Feels like we're getting back to, fingers crossed, some kind of normal. But yeah, keto has been going great for both of us. Sherri's skin is clearing up, and at least going to the office for me is a good thing. Sherri still wishes she could sleep in and be in her pajamas all day.
Yes, for sure.
Unfortunately, not a reality.
Not a reality.
All right, enough of the updates. Sherri, go tanning.
Okay.
And I have this routine that when Sherri's in tanning, because I don't go tanning. I sometimes will tan before like a trip, but not now, just because it doesn't, like, I don't have skin issues like Sherri does, and so it doesn't really like do a whole lot for me. But what I do while Sherri is in tanning is I get on Instagram Live. So I'm gonna put the vlog down so that I can get on Instagram Live.
All right, friends, we're back home getting stuff set up here in the studio to record a podcast. Some of you guys may be saying, Adam, a podcast, what are you talking about? Well, friends, Sherri and I have been working on a LeggLife podcast. Some of you will remember we had Spill the Teacups, which was more of an idea than actually ever something. I think we did one episode. But Spill the Teacups was just too Disney focused for us. We wanted something that was more like our channel that gave us the freedom to talk about things that matter to us, no matter what it was. So we decided to create a LeggLife podcast. And honestly, we've been having so much fun diving into that, getting to record that. I'm going to, gosh, I don't know if by the time, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. The podcast is up. It might not be on all podcasting platforms yet. We're still waiting on Apple. It's not done on Apple yet. But you guys can go to LeggLife.com, which is our website. There's a tab for podcast up top. You guys can go to Spotify and just search LeggLife. You'll see the LeggLife podcast there. We have up our trailer. We have one episode, and we're recording a second episode tonight, and that will be up by the time this video is. So there should be 2 full episodes up for you to listen to. We're still getting used to this, right? This is still very much a new thing to us, so have grace. But I will say, even last night, spending a couple hours sitting down going through this, Sherri and I love it. And I'm gonna brag on Sherri real quick. She's really good. Like, the podcast format, she seems to be enjoying and really liking, and she's great at it. So you guys, LeggLife podcast is here. Again, it's gonna be out on more platforms here soon. We'll get it up on Apple. Hopefully we'll get it up on Google, all that kind of stuff. But for now, it's on Spotify, and then you can go to just LeggLife.com, click that podcast tab, and that will take you right to our podcast website. And the episode we're talking about tonight, Sherri's coming down the stairs. This is one that we've wanted to record ever since we first started brainstorming about a LeggLife podcast. Sherri Beth, come here. Let them know. I spilled the beans about the podcast.
Okay.
I told them about it.
Okay.
What are we talking about tonight?
Making friends as adults.
This is something that we've talked about a lot on our Instagram lives, just about how different it is to make friends as adults. How in the heck do you make a friend as an adult? So that's what we're diving into. You know, we've said this before, Sherri and I feel very fortunate that the thing that we feel richest in is relationships.
Yep.
We have unbelievable friends, but those aren't things that just happened.
Right.
And so we're diving into this tonight.
Yeah.
Sherri, how are you liking podcasting?
I like it so far.
Yeah, what do you like about it over vlogging? Or different than vlogging?
Different than vlogging. I feel like it's a little more laid back. It's a little more casual. It doesn't matter what I look like.
You look very pretty though.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I feel like we have really great conversations, just like the two of us. And this is sort of inviting you guys into some of those conversations that we're having, because it's hard to do that on a vlog.
Yeah, have like big long conversations.
If we're just like sitting here like just chatting,
Totally.
like it's super boring for you guys. So
well, that's one of the places the podcast idea actually came out of, is we had a couple of conversations and we were like, I wish we could have recorded that.
Yeah.
Like, this could have been helpful to people. So so go check it out. Go check the podcast out, but there's something else you guys are gonna want to see. Look who just came downstairs. Also, don't mind my Crocs over there. Missy Legg.
Princess baby.
How are you?
Hello, pretty girl.
Oh my goodness, look at those whiskers, you guys. Like, could those whiskers be longer? Missy, I don't think they could. Oh, you're so sweet. Just like that, friends, podcast is done and edited, and it's exporting right now. Sherri Beth Legg, how do you think that podcast episode went?
I think it went good.
You like that one?
Yeah.
So did I. And speaking of things I like, you guys, Sherri has dinner going. We're doing big salads tonight. Got the big bowls of romaine right there. And Sherri cooked up a bunch of chicken in the air fryer. Sorry, she's washing her hands over here. We've never done chicken in the air fryer before.
It's amazing.
We've done chicken like wings, but never like chicken breasts. Oh, it looks so good. But we say it all the time, it doesn't matter how good it looks. If it doesn't taste good, Missy is yelling down here if you guys hear her. So, oh, it smells so good. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. So we're kind of doing like a chicken bacon ranch salad tonight with hard-boiled eggs and just bacon and, well, chicken. It's all in the name. Let's be very honest. So we are going to go eat dinner, and we'll pick the vlog up after we eat. Okay, so we're about to eat, and I just wanted to show you guys the salads. There is mine. Oh my gosh, and look at Sherri, she's got carrots on top of hers. That's one of the things I would say about going keto. Sometimes there's so much of a focus on like meat, at least for Sherri and I. Like every dinner is like steak or burgers or chicken, like that kind of stuff. It's like a meat focus that I think sometimes you have to be intentional to remind yourself that, oh yeah, it's good also to get vegetables. And a salad for us is a great way to do it. Dinner was amazing, Sherri Beth. Thank you so much for making it. Now we are doing a little bit of cleaning. You can see Sherri's doing the dishes here. I am gathering up recycling from over there. I've got, let's see, glass, plastic, plastic, aluminum and tin, mixed paper, cardboard. And we're just spending a few minutes cleaning. Our thought is that if we can take 10 minutes every single night, 10 or 15 minutes every night, just to kind of keep up with stuff, that will hopefully, fingers crossed, help us from like falling really far behind, which is honestly historically what we do, right? We just like don't do good about picking stuff up. We don't do good about like staying on top of things, and we get so far behind, and then it feels like hard to catch up.
And then it feels like we're living in squalor.
Living in squalor. But if we can stay caught up rather than having to get caught up, fingers crossed that will help. So gathering the recycling, I'm gonna take this out to the Jeep, and then after I drop Sherri off at work tomorrow morning, go to the recycling center, drop it all off. So that is, that's what we're doing tonight. Sherri, we live a pretty cool and exciting life, don't we?
Super exciting.
We do super cool things.
Like the dishes.
Like the dishes, wow. And just like that, recycling is loaded up, ready to go in the morning. Also, it really feels nice out tonight. Like, I don't know what the temperature is. I can still see my breath. You guys can kind of see that. But it feels like it's probably mid-20s or so. It just feels, I don't know, it feels great. So much better. Kitchen looks amazing. Dining area at least picked up. All of that recycling is gone. And if you're wondering how long it's been since we took recycling in, there was still Christmas wrapping paper in our recycling. So we haven't done it yet this year, but tomorrow morning I will take it to the recycling center and have it out of our lives forever. We are not stopping for coffee tomorrow morning, so the coffee machine is set for us. Well, I thought I was done with recycling. Then I came upstairs. We still have a pile of recycling at the top of the stairs, so that will go out to the Jeep and I'll get rid of that as well. So we have that stuff. It's like cardboard mixed paper. Looks like we have one plastic bottle right there. The Mickey and Minnie Lego set not getting recycled. We still need to find a place for them to live though.
Yeah, but we had them on this coffee table and they were in my way when we watched TV.
So they had to go.
So they had to move.
So we'll throw them in the trash.
Nope.
Oh.
We'll put them somewhere.
Okay, but I think that's where we're gonna end the vlog. Sherri Beth, how was your day today?
It was good.
Yeah, not bad?
Not bad.
When you left work, you said it was a 6.5.
Yeah.
Now that you're ending the day, where's it at?
Like a 7.5 or 8.
Hey!
I'm tired.
But still, we made your day better.
Yeah.
We're now
a
C plus B minus day.
See, that's not how I think of it. I think of 6.5 as like 5 is like the halfway, like it's just a decent day. Like,
5's just like an average day.
Meh.
Okay.
And so it was 6.5 is higher than that.
You don't think of it
It's not
as
like percentages.
That's the way I think of it. You're like 6.5.
Grades in school.
So I think you're like, I was a 6.5. I'm like, that's like a D. It's not a very good day.
Not.
I'm just so used to 65% grades in school.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of how my brain thinks.
I was usually in the 90s range.
Okay, braggy. That's not what we're talking about. You guys, thanks for hanging out with us. It was fun just to vlog.
It was, yeah.
I love just vlogging our days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know we've done some sit-down videos, some unboxing videos, that kind of stuff lately. But there's something about, to me, just picking up the camera, bringing you guys along. It feels like I get to hang out with you all day.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have particularly exciting days, but
no, this was just like a normal.
Bring you along.
Yeah, this was just like a normal weekday for us.
Yeah.
So thanks for hanging out with us on a normal weekday, and we love you guys. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.